Hello, and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and in this class, we will follow up our last hour's class here on Verbling, in which we learned a number of idioms and expressions and collocations, which we use to talk about work and the workplace. In this class, we will practice our English conversational skills. I will facilitate a conversation talking primarily about the workplace, your boss, fellow workers, working conditions, working atmosphere, all of these types of things. And we'll just have an open-ended discussion about the workplace. Of course, as we proceed through the class, I will be giving you feedback in regards to any errors in pronunciation, sentence construction, grammar, or vocabulary usage. So, if you would like to vent your frustrations about your boss, this might be a good use of your time. Talk to me about it. We'll talk about our favorite bosses and our least favorite bosses. Best and worst working condition practices and atmosphere. Let's have some fun with the conversation and maybe share some work stories. Maybe talk about some of the crazy people that we've worked with. I was a chef for many years, so I worked with many completely nuts people. Anyway, come on in and join me. We'll get the conversation started. Talking about the workplace. By the way, this particular topic is very, very common to find on any of the standardized English exams. In fact, for sure, you will be talking about this if you happen to take an IELTS exam. The IELTS speaking test starts off. Second question is usually, do you work or do you study? And so you need to be able to talk a little bit about work. And many of the other speaking tests feature work and the workplace as a speaking topic. So you may want to practice it. Okay, Hogan. Great. I got somebody to talk to. Cool.
Hi, good to see you again.
Yeah, welcome back. All right, Hogan, we're going to basically gossip about work and practice our English. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Have you ever worked with a crazy person? Who's the most nutso person that you've ever worked with?
I think one of my boss's boss was crazy. Actually, we just mentioned, like just previous class, it's micromanage. So we just constantly keeping asking me what's going on here, and after 1 hour, 2 hours later, keep asking me again. Sometimes come to my cubicle and check it out. It was my story about my previous company, not right now. But yeah, it was very kind of difficult. So specifically, my boss is on vacation. It's the boss's boss is just manager at the time. So in the case, it's very difficult for me. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you deal with his micromanagement? How did you put up with it?
I have no choice but to whatever he wants me to do. So his boss is boss.
Is this why it is your former job?
Yeah, it's my former job, yes.
Yeah, is that why?
No, not really. Yeah, different reason I changed my job. But anyway, so there was the person. It's very crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. What's the craziest excuse you've ever heard for being late for work or missing work?
Crazy. So usually people say it's longer. It took the longer time than they expected, but that's not crazy work, crazy reason, crazy excuse.
Hmm.
Let me see. I'm not sure. I didn't hear any crazy excuses for late work. Maybe I heard, but I just don't
Yeah.
remember.
Have you? Are you a manager?
No, I'm not a manager.
Okay. When you're a manager, you get to hear a lot more of them, and when you're a higher level manager, you hear even more of them.
Oh, okay.
I have to share a couple just because I can never forget them. My top three excuses for not coming to work. No, drum roll. Number three. Now, please take into account this was back in the 1980s, before there were cell phones, before
Okay.
cell phones existed. Somebody called into work to say they couldn't make it to work because they were lost in the forest.
Is it in the
Really?
morning? You mean in the morning?
And you found a well, this was a job where you come in the afternoon and you work evenings, but
Ah,
so
okay.
it's in the afternoon. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're lost.
Interesting.
You're wandering through the forest and you found a phone booth. Interesting. Okay, that's my third craziest answer. Um, my second, because it's a funny story, and I wasn't the manager, but an equal manager told me the story. One of his employees called in and said, "I can't come to work today. I'm just too sad." And so he replied, "Well, you know what? You're going to be a lot sadder because now you're fired,"
Oh my God.
which I thought was very funny.
Is that weird?
Yeah, really,
How,
really.
yeah, does he or she can say it like that?
Well, this is an employee with a history with a bad history.
Ah, okay.
Is a real problem employee, and they'd had warnings before, and they were on their third strike, as we say. Kind of a normal thing, I guess, in the American companies. I don't know. We love baseball, so three strikes, you're out. Okay, you
Mm.
miss work once. All right, okay, please don't do it again. You missed work twice. Okay, guess what? You do it again, you're gone. That's it. No question. And so is one of those kind of cases. But I just thought it was so funny because, oh, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm going to make you a lot sadder because now you don't have a job. Please don't come in tomorrow.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, but my all-time favorite, and this did happen to me, and I love this guy. He's not only was he my employee, but he was a pretty good friend. And he called in and he said, "Oakley, terribly sorry, but I can't come in today. I'm calling in well. You know, normally you call in sick." He said, "I'm calling in well. I just feel too damn good to come to work today. I feel great. It's a beautiful day, and I haven't felt this good in like years." And it was so funny and ironic and crazy that I just said, "You know what? Okay, all right, that we'll be okay for today. Just come in tomorrow. Have a good day. Make it worth it." All right.
Oh, are you saying that the employee cannot come because it's so well? That means it's very good condition, you mean?
Exactly.
Oh,
The
interesting.
opposite. Instead of saying I have to call in sick, he said I have to call in well.
Wow.
I haven't felt this good. I feel extremely healthy. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, he just want to go out and enjoy the weather or something,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just working inside the office.
Yeah. And he was a person who had some chronic health problems. So it also had to do with the sickness health thing. So he felt great. So he couldn't come to work. Okay. Uh, I don't know. I just enjoyed that an awful lot. Hogan, where you work now, how would you describe the atmosphere of the workplace? Do you know what I mean by the
Yeah.
workplace
So
atmosphere?
yeah, the company, the atmosphere is very relaxed, and uh, the work time is very flexible. So you
Nice.
can just go to whatever your convenient time, either like starting your day like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, even 11. If you as far as you are working 8 hours a day, it doesn't have any problem. Then as far as your work done properly, then that's okay. That's one thing. And it's very friendly environment, I guess. I don't hear any argument between the employees. It usually it's very quiet, and they don't usually go to some other's cubicle. They usually send the email or something, or sometimes they have a conference call in the separate room. So if you take your phone on your cubicle, and everybody around you hear you. So yeah, that's the work environment.
Okay. Uh, okay. A little feedback. Sentence construction.
Hmm?
You said you can come in whatever your convenient time. A better way to say that, whatever time. See, there's no verb was the problem. Whatever time is convenient or is convenient for you.
Hmm.
You said whatever your convenient time. See, there's no
Oh,
verb.
okay. So whatever time you're convenient.
Whatever time is convenient.
Oh, whatever time is convenient.
Yeah, you
Okay.
forgot is.
Yeah. Yes. Whatever
Got to be a
time is
verb.
convenient.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. This is a very common problem. I'm not sure why, but often when the verb is only the simple verb to be, it's very common for English language learners to just drop the verb to be. I'm not sure why, but
I know
anyway,
why.
why? You do? Explain
Yeah,
it to me because it's a mystery.
because it's a relatively long expression.
Yeah.
The learners cannot actually remember the entire phrase. They just come up with some word and just say it.
Okay.
That's
That's
why.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Simple enough. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said, all right, talking about the Flexitime, by the way. Oh, I work on Flexitime. You said time is flexible. That's fine.
Okay. Flexi time.
Well, okay. It doesn't have any problem. It doesn't cause a problem, or it isn't. It isn't a problem, or
Okay.
it isn't
It
any
isn't a
problem.
problem, or
Yeah.
it doesn't cause any problem. Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't use. Yeah,
Have.
you wouldn't use have. Have
Okay.
is out here.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Thank you.
yeah. Um, right. Okay. I guess that's it. But sounds great. I mean, sounds like low stress. Is it low stress? Fairly low stress?
Yep. It often usually it's low stress, but sometimes if deadline comes in,
Hmm.
then we will be very busy and it's very stressful because we have to meet the deadline. So,
Mm. Mm.
but not always.
Okay. Cool. Sam has joined us. Hi, Sam.
Hello, good
Hello.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well.
Good. All right. Well, we're having an open conversation about the workplace. So,
Mhm.
um, all aspects, boss, workers. Uh, Sam, what is the give you a chance to catch up and do a little comparative. Tell me about the best and the worst boss or manager, supervisor, whatever, that you have ever had. The best and the worst.
Uh, Best and the worst. Okay, currently my boss is the worst boss in my life.
Okay.
And the best, yes, boss uh, was um, was 10 years ago. Yes, he was a very nice person, and I remember that he is not alive, but he was a good person, especially his behave and attitude and management, and yes.
Okay, okay. You didn't tell me a whole lot about why. Okay. By the way, and you said my current boss or my boss now is the worst boss. At first, be careful of the worst. I thought you said divorced. At first, I misunderstood you because of pronunciation. I thought you said divorced. Yeah. Oop. Okay, the worst. Why is he the worst? What makes him the worst boss? Sam, go ahead. We're going to talk
um,
for a little while here.
yes, yes, yes. He is uh, a liar, a
Oh,
lie a lot, and uh,
yeah.
he never think that what we need and uh, what our requirement, but he knows that what he want, he just give us some for example assignments, and how he don't care about, he doesn't care about that. And so this is the reason that I said that he is the worst boss in my life. And something for you know that when you are doing something especially is concerned with your job, it's essential for you, and without you can't do these things. For example, you have prepared something, you have papers, for example, or something like that. But when your boss not don't provide such, how you can do that? So
He doesn't provide what? You're cutting out a little with the connection.
material,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
material. For example, I give you example about that. So
Great.
without material, of course you can do how much money you use yourself and spend money, and even though
Ah,
this money is my money, yes, not him.
mm, my money, not his, or not the company's.
No, his
Yeah.
money, not the
Yeah.
company's, yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's not good. Uh, okay. Excuse me. A little feedback. Your boss you liked, he has good, or you like his behave, should be behavior. Behave is a verb. Okay, you want your children to behave when they go to the store. You want them to, act socially correctly. Uh, Basically, that's behave. Behavior is the noun. So his possessive pronoun, his behavior. Okay. And another small mistake, and very common one too. Uh, you said, I want to give you an example about that. Well, I'm glad you're giving me
Hmm.
examples, and people, when they're learning English and they're speaking in English, should really do this, because native speakers give examples to explain our opinions, to provide descriptions for everything. This is how we speak. We speak in specifics and we provide examples. I'm glad you did that, but you introduced it by saying, I want to give you an example about that. That's awkward. An example of something, not about. Okay, example
Mm-hmm.
of is
Okay.
much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I had a boss who was like just a crazy liar as well. He was my worst boss. And I can sit here for an hour and explain why he's the worst boss ever. But the great thing about this, well, just something amusing about this terrible boss was this. He was an American guy and I hated him, but it was here in the Philippines and we had many Filipino workers, but he was very arrogant and he refused to learn any Filipino language. So they they nicknamed him. He was a big guy, and by big I mean, well, let's face it, he was fat. He was very fat. He was obese, and they nicknamed him Baboy, which in Tagalog, the language here means pig. And they would call him to his face, Baboy, Baboy, I need some help. It was very, and I, of course, speak somewhat both languages, and I'd be laughing and just, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing that. Right to his face, he doesn't even realize they're calling him a pig. Awesome. And of course, I did not tell him, of course, because I didn't like him either. Okay, anyway, Hogan. He was my worst boss ever, and I've had quite a few. Hogan.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about workplace benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You seem to work in a pretty cool place, so tell me about some nice workplace benefits that you have, and then tell me about workplace benefits you wish you had. What would be great workplace benefits? And of course, billion-dollar bonuses, of course. I mean, let's not crazy crazy ones, but what are some nice workplace benefits that you have at where you work?
We have some benefits, like if you buy a computer like Apple or Windows computer, then you can buy using your corporate code so that they can give you some discount. That's one thing. And also, if you go to the theme park like Six Flags or Disneyland or so, they also give us discount. And we have also, I don't know if it's a kind of a benefit or not, but we have separate gym, so you can use 24 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And the company runs twice a week of group exercise class, like a yoga and some pump or something. I don't really remember. But yeah, those kind of benefits is good. But I don't really like the health insurance for from the company. So we have a corporate health insurance, but we have to pay some expensive premium. So that's what I want it to be improved. And another one is, so we only have like 6 days of the holiday in the United States. I think one of the a lot more high the IT companies, they allow us like 10 days of the vacation. So that's
where are you working? I mean, not the company, but what country are you working in?
the United States.
So you're in the States. Yeah. How many? You get 10 days?
6 days of the legal holiday.
6 days.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we don't. We have to work on like the Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
They also, yeah. So only like Christmas Day and New Year's Day and Thanksgiving Day or something like that. So only
Veterans Day, 4th of July.
Yeah.
And probably Memorial Day.
The Memorial Day, yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. I know them. I know them by heart. Yeah, okay. How many vacation days do you get a year?
It depends on the year you have worked.
Yeah,
Some employees
seniority.
1 week,
Seniority. Yeah.
yeah, seniority. So 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. Maximum is, I think it's 4 weeks or so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad at all. You know, most Americans 1 or 2 weeks. 2 weeks is kind of standard, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Like you have to work for at least 20 years to get 4 weeks of vacation.
yeah.
It's a
Or
lot.
you never. I mean, if you have a blue collar job in America, 2 weeks vacation a year, that's it. You know,
Okay.
if you're a fireman, a policeman, a carpenter, an electrician, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is compared to the rest of the entire world is actually terrible.
Yeah, I understand that. Yep.
Yeah. Uh, okay. A little bit of small small corrections, feedback for you. You can get some discount. You were talking about a specific case, so it's not some.
Mm-hmm.
It's a discount. You can
Say
get a.
discount. Okay.
You might sometimes you can use this phrase somewhat of a discount, but here
Mm-hmm.
somewhat is one word, and it's used as a quantifier. Somewhat of a whatever. Okay,
Somewhat
so
of.
that is okay, or just to say, singular a discount. And you said later that's a good thing. Again, you forgot the article. That's a or
That's
a.
a good thing.
That's a
Okay.
good thing.
All right.
Okay, and small uh, verb conjugation. You said benefits is good.
Mm-hmm.
Benefits plural. So what should that be? Benefits, not is.
Should be are.
It should be.
Benefits are good. Yeah.
So okay. So I love Six Flags. I would love that benefit. Do you ever go to Six Flags? You ever use your benefit for Six Flags?
Yes,
You do?
I went a couple
All
of
right.
times. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Do you like the roller coasters?
No, not anymore. I used
No?
to like it. Yeah, but as I'm getting older, I don't like it. That's not my. That's not fun anymore.
Is that right? I will like I will love roller coasters when I'm 100, if I live to be 100. Okay, anyway, I think that's a great benefit. But yeah. Okay. Uh cool. What benefit would you and just for Sam's benefit, because she doesn't know what we were talking about here, Six Flags is the name of um, a group. It's a company of theme parks. They have different theme parks all over the United States. A theme park, they have roller coasters and games and food concessions, and it's an amusement park, and they're usually a lot of fun. Family amusement parks. They're big, and they compete with each other, even amongst themselves, and they compete with other amusement parks by having the fastest, the scariest, the steepest, the craziest rides and amusements. So anyway, um, Hogan, what? Okay, you already said. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you told me what benefits you would like to have. Okay. Uh, okay. Thanks, Hogan. Let me quickly say hello to Ken. Hi, Ken. Welcome.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Hello. Welcome back. Okay, Ken, hang on a little bit. We're talking about various aspects of the workplace. Right now, we're kind of talking about benefits. Sam, what benefits do you have where you work, and also in light of what is kind of typical in Pakistan, like sick days and vacation days? What is normal? Insurance, I don't know, company car, things like that. Um, Free coffee. Sam, let's start off with what benefits are normal and then talk about what you have or don't have. Sam, are you there? No. Yes? Sam?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Connection problem? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. Did
I
you hear
can
my?
hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, no.
Okay.
I
Okay.
go and then come back.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later. Ken, can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sam, I'm going to come back to you. I don't know if you need to, yeah, do that. Ken.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Ken, okay. Same question to you. Okay, what are kind of the normal benefits regarding insurance, time off, sick days, and
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, how do you compare in your situation? Okay.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, kind of all of them, but paid holiday is a bit difficult to get, actually, usually.
Really?
Some company or some office, public worker or big corporations staff can get that, but usually paid holidays, uh, uh, maybe they can get some, but not all of them. Kind of peer pressure or companies, invisible pressure in here.
Mm.
That's a corporate culture thing.
Ah, that's
So,
interesting.
yeah, it's legal and government promote, you know, it should be consumed, all of them, but, you know, people feel the pressure from the peer, not the peer, from boss or company or something,
Mm-hmm.
corporate culture. Yeah.
I absolutely know what you mean. Company I worked with for here in the Philippines, y great package. You get 15 paid vacation days and 15 paid sick days. However, if you're a worker, you can probably get those days, although you have to ask permission and there's a little bit of corporate pressure not to. If you're a manager, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
I worked there for 3 years and actually, so that would be 45 total days. I actually took 2 or 3
I
days.
see.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. Ooh, yeah.
Is it same in the United States?
Well, no, not exactly. The difference in the United
Mm.
States, you may or may not get paid holidays. Many places only provide, if you work there a year, maybe you get 1 week, 2 years, maybe 2 weeks. Sometimes you can get up to 4 weeks if you work at a good company, or you have a management position, but pretty standard is 2 weeks, and it's often not paid.
I see.
Maybe paid, maybe not. Depends on the company. It's very, very different every company you work in, honestly. And what kind of job you're doing, what industry. Yeah. So it really depends. But yeah, they generally let you take your time off, though, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some good benefits do you have? Even small things like free coffee or a nap room. You can go take a nap, take a rest if you need to. Really comfortable chairs, ergonomic office chairs. What kind of cool things do you have?
Cool thing.
Or
Not
no,
a
nothing?
kind of company's cafeteria or coffee, you
Yeah.
know, I can coffee room or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. And another benefit, nowadays 40% of people became a temporary worker or dispatch worker here. And the problem of that, the pension is pretty much different for stable workers and such a temporary workers. So yeah, the stable worker can get a better, large amount of pension in the future. So, but self-employed people and such kind of dispatch worker cannot get such a privilege.
Mhm.
There are different types of pension plan here. So, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. The problem, not the problem of that, the problem with that.
Problem with that. Yes.
Yeah, okay. What did you say? Dispatch workers?
Yes, dispatch worker means, you belong to the company, but you don't work that company. You dispatch other company to work, like temporary workers.
Yeah, and
It's a
in
dispatch
English,
worker. Yeah.
in English, I understand what you mean. Okay, you're dispatched.
Right.
Use the verb from your base company to go work in
Yeah.
another company. I gotcha. Right.
It became legal in late 80s or something, and
Mhm.
originally the purpose of that to use a kind of excellent skilled worker to dispatch. But
Mhm.
nowadays it is used for cheap labor force actually, and it's
Yeah.
fired or such kind of workers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. In America, we call them temp workers, and you never say temporary, which is obviously temporary is the actual word, and that's it. They're temporary. They're used to fill in or stand in for another worker who's on vacation, or because it's before Christmas and you need some temporary workers to help for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, like that. But they're always called temp workers. So okay, who's that new girl? Oh, she's a temp. Is what you would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's a temp. So okay, never mind. I won't talk to her because she'll be gone next week. Whatever. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Is it really that high, Ken? 40%?
Yeah, the last year's kind of research, yeah, it is said 40% now. Pretty high nowadays.
Wow.
For the company, it's very convenient labors. They can easily, stop making contract.
Yep. I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's a lot of people talk about Walmart. You know Walmart?
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yeah, that's using that strategy of temporary workers, part-time workers, because there's no training. They have no training expense. They can just recycle human slaves and pay them nothing and not provide any benefits. And then the problem with that is they only get paid so much money, and then they don't make enough money to live off, and then the people then apply to the government for food stamps and health care subsidy and welfare and whatever. So it ends up the government and people's taxes end up paying for half of their existence because Walmart is too cheap to hire full-time employees.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's same as in waiter and waitress situation in America because they need tip.
Yeah.
Because their salary is pretty low. Maybe. So nowadays I heard from American teacher kind of no tip movement happened in some restaurant in America. And they claim instead of getting tip, they think they want to get higher basic salary.
Right.
Yeah.
Which of course means they would have to jack up all the prices on the menu. But if the consumers will buy it, that's fine. If it drives the restaurant out of business, then that's controversial. It's debatable. I don't know. I think I think it's not a bad idea, but it is a bad idea. I'm sitting on the fence, to use an idiom. When it comes to that, that's close to my heart. I worked in the restaurant business for many years. So that's very close to my heart, and I kind of sit on the fence. I can understand people want a steady job with a steady, reliable income, and tips are not really that reliable. On the other hand, the tipping society does have its benefits. You get far better service in America than you do, for example, here in the Philippines, where they don't really tip. Far better.
But without tip, maybe service industry here is not so bad actually. But maybe cultural, social background difference. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say, Japanese have a culture and a background of, if you're going to do a job, then you should do the job correctly and with all your attention to detail and doing it the best you can. Believe me, there's no such culture here in the Philippines. Here the culture is do the least amount of work you can do and get paid for it. So that would never work. It has to do with culture too. Okay. Definitely. And yeah, anyway. Okay, interesting conversation, interesting points there. Okay, Hogan, back to you. Or actually, I'm sorry, Hogan, give me a second. Let me see if Sam is properly connected again. Sam, testing?
Yes.
Testing,
Yes.
Sam. 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Okay. Sam, what are normal benefits in Pakistan? Do people get benefits like paid vacation, insurance, child care? What kind of benefits can kind of middle class Pakistani expect to get from work?
Mhm. Yes, we get benefits um, in um, in respect of insurance
Okay.
and medical uh, and leave, earning leave. Yes, earning. How you say that? Um,
Paid vacations, leave with
Earning.
pay.
Yes, leave with pay. Yes,
Hmm.
and um, and of course, housing
Oh.
or accommodation. Yes,
Oh, really?
and yes, but not all. It's depend that where are you working. For example, some private sectors are really give much good salary, especially they're concerned with other countries. For example, Pakistan and China, they are working with collaboration of other countries, so they give more benefits, and it's depend that what companies are, for example, oil fields and these all type of, yes, private sectors. They give a lot of benefits as compared to the normal. They are less than that, but in case of education sector, for example, academic uh, side, we have benefits about in benefits, in shape of benefits. We can say that vacation, we have, that whole of the world have benefits about vacation and insurance as well, and 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 some private sectors private schools, especially school colleges, they are not, especially they are in a town and in small cities, but in the big cities they have a lot benefits as compared to that. So it's depend that a person where he or she is working, and different companies have their own way of give benefits to employees. So we can say that can say that all things are very similar. It's depend.
Okay. All right. It depends, not
Mm.
it's.
Depend.
Depend.
Hmm.
It depends. The S is after depend. It depends.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. What's the best benefit about where you work?
in my job, best benefit is uh, how we say that, leave with pay.
Okay.
And especially earn, yes, cash in leave,
Vacation leave.
yes.
Okay.
If you not yes, if you not earn your vacation, for example, every year we have a number of days, and if you don't spend at the every year, you get money through this. So I like this a lot because you get a salary, and it's a very huge amount, and it's a very you can do you want through this salary.
Okay. You
And other
can do
benefits,
what?
uh, especially where I'm working right now, it's um, it's uh, the medical is also free, and housing scheme especially.
Okay.
So I think that is a big advantage for workers, even though they are in a low category. For example, maybe how we can say that working is a uh, blue collar job. We can say that either as a plumber or
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, yes, uh, technician or computer operator,
Mm-hmm.
good grade, a good
Okay.
skill, or how we can say that in upper grade. So
Okay.
we all have a same opportunities, but you know that the difference is the salary. That of course they have a difference between this blue collar job, and I don't know that what we call that. These are, they have a very,
White
they have
collar job.
sorry,
White collar jobs.
white collar job, yes, white collar job.
Yeah.
But they
Okay.
give the benefits both categories.
Okay. That's cool because blue collar workers never get. Well, one thing you talked about housing, that's extremely rare in the United States. Only if you're
Yes.
working remotely, like in Alaska on the pipeline or something. Uh,
Hmm.
or I worked in a resort. Sometimes they offer housing. When they offer housing, it's usually because you're very low wage. You're very low on the ladder, so you're not really making much money, but at least they give you food and housing. Um, but in any case, you can do you want, you can do what you want. Okay. To correct you a little bit, and a common phrase for you that I want you to get correct, how we can say that. Okay, it should be how can we say that? Okay, the now it's a question. How can we say that? Because all right, you have your interrogative how, then can, any modal, can, might, whatever, acts the same way as an auxiliary verb. So the same way that we put in we switch the subject noun we and the auxiliary verb. So if we're saying a statement, we can say that. We, subject noun first, and then the verb can say. All right. You switch the first auxiliary. All right. He is running. Is he running? You switch is and he. Same thing with auxiliaries like can or might, for example. We switch them with the first auxiliary, or modals act the same way. You transpose that.
Uh-huh.
So how can we say that is
Okay.
correct. All right.
Hmm.
Okay. And yeah, my favorite benefit, not that I had, but I had several people I know worked for this company. Hogan, you live in the United States.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sam and Ken probably never heard of this, but have you heard of Ben and Jerry's ice cream?
Ben and Jerry ice cream?
Yeah.
No.
No? Really?
Is
Okay.
it a special ice cream for kids?
Not for kids, for actually more for adults. It's super delicious. It's claim to fame. If you have Heath Bar Crunch, it has pieces of chocolate bar this big. not the tiny chips that you normally see in ice cream. It has big chunks of whatever flavor. Cherry Garcia. They have funny names, like they have interesting names. You dig into the cherry ice cream, and there's a whole cherry in your spoon. So it's really delicious ice cream. You've never had it, Hogan. Go out and find it and try it. You'll thank me later.
Okay, yeah, I will
But
try.
anyway, I had friends who worked there, and first of all, they had great general benefits, really good company to work for. But besides that, they also got to take home, if I might be wrong, if I remember correctly, 4 pints of ice cream every week. Free ice cream, and this is expensive ice cream, I'll tell you right now. But it's so cool. It was great that I had like so many friends. I had a bunch of friends who worked there because they got sick of it. Are you kidding me? My freezer's full of ice cream. Here, take 2 home with you. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Hogan.
Yeah.
We've only got a couple minutes. If you could own your own company,
Mhm.
all right, what? Okay. First of all, what kind of business would you like? Would you like to own your own company? If so, what kind of business? And last, what would be a benefit that you would like to provide your employees? What would be important?
Yeah, first, because I'm in the IT company, so if I create my own business, then I will do the same thing, IT company.
Okay.
And I would like to provide health-related benefits, like some room for nap, so the employees can take a rest of 30 minutes or so, and definitely a gym so that people can exercise, and also some free food like vegetables and fruits, not like the vending machine or the soft drink, just the fresh the fruits and vegetable like the apple or banana or something,
Right.
and also good health care as well. So it's all related to health. So that's what I
Right.
want to do. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, and I think it in America it's especially relevant what you're saying because I don't know why companies overwork you. They provide vending machines with terrible potato chips and processed disgusting food. So I know what you're talking about. They don't seem to realize that it's in their own benefit to have healthy employees. They work better when they're there. They're less sick, so that means you're not going to lose production for health-related things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't get it. It seems to me, anyway, it's self-serving to provide those sorts of benefits. It helps the company. They're just investing in their own profit, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. So actually, we have the soda machine, so which I tend to use that. So if I want to drink or so, but it's really bad because I have more chance to get like a Coke or Pepsi and Diet Coke, whatever you name it.
Right.
So I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's you're on the right track there. I think you're smart about that. Ken, what kind of company do you want to own, or do you? First of all, first question:
Oh,
would you want to own your own company? If so, what?
maybe the smoothie is very popular in America, but people know smoothie, but not all of them. So yeah, it has not broke through yet here, but I think it has a possibility because one shop smoothie shop went to in America. It was very tasty and it's a kind of healthy kind of quick snack. So yeah, maybe I might stout smoothie chain or something.
Or frozen yogurt. That's very healthy, actually,
Right.
and very delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now, you're gonna have employees. What kind of benefits would you provide them? How would you treat your employees? Higher wages, lesser benefits, more benefits?
Free smoothie.
Free smoothie.
After that.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to a confession. I will confess to you guys. I worked in a bar in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. It was a daiquiri bar. You guys know what daiquiris are? They're basically alcohol smoothies. Basically.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, you have a lever and it comes out and you give it a giant straw and an umbrella and a slice of pineapple or whatever. Pina colada, frozen margaritas, raspberry daiquiri, whatever. And one of my benefits, since I was the bar manager, was periodically, I can't remember what it was, something like every 10 days or something, we had to clean out the machine completely and just dump it. So instead of dumping it, we would fill up big gallon containers and bring them home. They're free. So my fellow bartenders and I, like, whatever, every 10 days you'd see us on the streetcar in New Orleans with gallons of daiquiris with straws sticking in each one. Yeah, it's cleaning day. And they made that the cleaning day. It really motivated the employees to really clean things because at the end you got free daiquiris. Yeah, pretty funny. Okay, Sam, you know what smoothies are?
No, sorry.
They're okay, like soft ice cream, kind of. Okay.
Soft ice cream.
You know what soft ice cream is? And soft ice cream.
Okay, like
Comes in a machine
yes,
and they
I
put a
think
cone and it goes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that, except fruit flavors, and it's made with ice and fruit flavors and things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was talking about daiquiris or frozen daiquiris, which are basically smoothies with alcohol. Yeah. Okay. What kind of business do you want to own, Sam?
Yes, I like uh, Parlor.
What?
You know, Parlor.
What's Parlor?
Parlor. Yes, it's
Don't know.
here. You know that a shop for especially for women.
Oh, beauty
And
parlor. Got it.
beauty parlor. Yes, parlor.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'm running overtime again, as I always do. I gotta go. So thank you very much for the fun and interesting conversation. We'll see you guys again